All right, awesome. So I'm joined by Laia and Beth today, who've decided to actually jump on and tell us a little bit about kind of the wonderful things that have been happening for them. So welcome to you both.
Hey
Thanks.
Josh, how you
Hi.
going?
It's so good to have you guys. Now, obviously, the concept is that we want to talk about, I guess the journey so far for you both and some of the wins that we've had. But what I might start with is kind of get an idea of what life was like before we started working together.
Yeah. So we have only been dating for about 7 months. And so we joined this program a few months ago,
Yep.
but kind of wanted to do it to kind of set up some strong foundations financially and get strategies and stuff like that from the get-go.
Yeah.
So I guess prior to that, we just separately, we both weren't that great at saving, kind of living paycheck to paycheck. And
Definitely.
which is kind of crazy because I'm such a planner.
Yeah.
And so
I'm so free, easy going, and
so we didn't have I didn't have a plan with my finances, which was weird. So this is that kind of before this program was a lot of living paycheck to paycheck and a lot of stressing about upcoming things and just not the best habits, surviving but not thriving.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about for you, Leia? Obviously, you were kind of nodding your head saying, yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
easy
well,
going.
I'm kind of same kind of boat as Beth, and just I guess never really took finances seriously, and the same thing, kind of just living paycheck to paycheck week to week, and not really having much in savings. And since meeting Beth and us coming together in a relationship,
Yeah.
finances, it was something we looked into deeply. So
we weren't in trouble, but we just wanted to set up a good foundation first.
Yeah, awesome. No, that's good. Now, so obviously, Beth, you were the one who reached out. Was there a moment where you just kind of we need to sort this out, or what kind of happened there?
I think we started talking about goals that we had in our relationship and things we wanted to do, like traveling and stuff like that. And we live in Sydney and that's very expensive. And so we, especially I guess the area we do live with, where we live in Sydney. And so I think when we started talking about that and then looking at the reality of making that happen, I think we were just kind of this is never going to happen. And I've known you for years and so had seen all of your stuff on Facebook, and that every time we'd see a new story go or a new post go up saying 12 grand in 2 months or something, we were
we want to do this.
We were just we've got nothing to lose, let's give it a crack and see. So it was kind of, there was no kind of hectic down kind of morbid moment or anything like that. It was just we'd seen it on Facebook and wanted to hit the ground running in this area, and so kind of snowballed from there in a great way.
No, that's good. That's fantastic. And obviously you guys are more than happy with, I guess, some of the results you've seen already. But I guess what would you kind of say as some of the wins that you guys have enjoyed so far?
I guess growth in our relationship as well as our growth in finance and better understanding and handling management of our finances, working together and
we're such a team in every
and we're
way.
open to everything.
We just kind of that was something that was pretty, we're very lucky in that way. It was pretty clear in the beginning of our relationship that we make a great team. And so I think we hadn't really explored that in the area of finances. So I think behind, finding that out has been such a huge win that it kind of has translated over nice and easily. And I think as well, there's been stuff that we, because it's not just money that we look at, there's so much why behind it.
Upbringings
and your upbringings. And your emotions underneath things and stuff like that. And so we would have never thought to talk to each other about that or even question. And I think we have great communication. But even with that, we talk about everything very openly, but it never would have even crossed our minds to talk about those kinds of things. And so I think that's just made us stronger.
Definitely.
And like we've connected in other ways that we didn't think about before. So
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff has been like just the biggest win. And like it's more than just like, where are we going to put our money? It's like there's no stress underneath that, and there's no like, there's like a plan, and there's like, it's not a constant thing in the back of our heads and stuff like that. All of that kind of stuff, has that emotional background underneath it all has been kind of turned right around. I feel like for me that's been one of the absolute biggest wins.
I feel the same.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, obviously, Beth, you're the one who stresses, and Laia's very much kind of the easygoing. So I think it's been really good to kind of watch you guys like meet in the middle in that concept as well, and kind of you know, start to support each other, given what you both kind of like, and so this has been really, really good. I mean, is there anything about the program itself that you guys really, really enjoyed so far?
I guess a lot of it, like the modules help heaps too. Like you say, get a better understanding of your partner and everything behind it. Like it helps heaps, as well as the finances. Like that's one of the major parts. But like knowing understanding each other, knowing things that we didn't know about each other. And, it's cool. It's cool.
And I think like the fact that it's like this focus on like I just in the beginning I remembered there was like the financial snapshot and stuff like that. So like there was a lot of like numbers and focusing on that kind of stuff. And like that was great, even though for us it was like not as exciting as we thought it would be.
To start.
It was like the very tiny amount that we can comfortably set aside and stuff like that. But I think like when you realize that it's like more than just looking at figures on a page, like I think that's almost been like if we had saved nothing, which was not the truth, that would almost be enough, because we're like in the beginning of our relationship and like still setting up all that kind of stuff. I feel like that kind of stuff has been like invaluable for me to get out of it. So I think definitely.
That's good. And I know before we were chatting a little bit about the concept of the date nights, and they've been kind of fun to explore together and open up some of those conversations.
Those questions we wouldn't ask ourselves. They're like such unique, cute little fun chats that we have. You're right. We never
getting angry at each other's answers.
The rules.
Cool. Yeah, the rules. They're good.
Don't break the rules.
We're very sarcastic. And that's the rule.
Like
pull it
back. This is a serious moment. No, it's good. It's very helpful. Very, very helpful.
So I mean, what I mean, out of all the changes that we've enjoyed and seen, and not just in the bank balance, but obviously some of the more personal things, has there been like one standout thing for either of you?
Yeah, for me, I think like because before the program, before our relationship, I was living so much paycheck to paycheck and like not like pushing it, but like not really setting myself up for future success, just like kind of just coasting through. And I think like I would then feel guilty because I guess, you know, life is expensive, like bills and everything. I would feel guilty spending money on myself very much, or like like splashing out with certain things when there is a cheaper option or something like that. And I think like for me, like the knowledge and the kind of like awakening to realize that I can still do that and we can still save and we will still be fine and we're still setting ourselves up for success. And I can make those, like it's not an every week thing. Maybe that's something I still need to work on, but how often I do it. But when I do kind of make those, like, you know, buy a nice outfit or something like that, I don't really feel as guilty anymore because it's like this thing underneath it of I'm not spending endless money on myself. I'm practicing self-care. And when I've changed that perspective, like that's, the guilt's not there. I'm not going silly about it, but like I'm still kind of looking after myself in amongst it all. So for me, I think for me, a lot of it has been like the perspective behind everything and spending habits and the emotions and like yeah, those kind of breakthroughs for me have been standouts for sure.
That's so good. That's a good one, Beth. What about for you, Laia? Have you got one in the bank as well, mate, that you're thinking of?
Yeah, it's similar to Beth. Like, yeah, just better spending habits. Just financial habits, like good habits.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess like me being so like easygoing and freely with finances, like it's good to have Beth there and like her way of doing. Not like it's bad or not like whatnot. But yeah, like it's good to be balanced. Have that balance of like
He brings my stress back.
Yeah.
And I like
add a little bit to him. Or just you highlight the importance of you thinking about these things and not ignoring them. And yeah.
No, it's
I
good.
love it, you too. That's good. That's really, really good. Awesome. So I guess if there's obviously people out here that are kind of watching this and they're thinking about jumping in as well, or thinking about reaching out to me, what would you kind of say?
Do it.
Definitely do it.
Like we waited for a bit.
Yeah.
I think it was a mix of like me not wanting to bring it up yet because we were still like in a new relationship and stuff and not knowing like
any stage of your relationships.
We hadn't like really talked about finances or anything like that. But like I wish we did it sooner.
Yeah, same. Definitely.
And I think like it's the money stuff and you save money and you get strategies and you like make a plan and you create good habits, which was our biggest motivation. We wanted to create those strong financial habits early on, but like that's just like the tip of the iceberg, I think. And we're only like halfway through, or not quite, or something like that. So
that's right.
Yeah, so I think we like honestly you definitely won't regret it.
Yeah, you definitely get
like run any commercial, but like I'm being genuine. You won't regret it.
Financial growth and relationship growth. It's so good.
It's good.
Awesome.
Even when it's hard, it's good.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it is hard, to be honest. Like there are moments where it was hard in the beginning, and there might still be some coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
But like you push through and it's better in the end.
Love it. So good, you two. Awesome. Well, again, appreciate you guys jumping on to do this. It's been really good, and obviously, like I've loved it as well. And I guess watching you guys and kind of being aware of some of the stuff that's happening for you too. It's really incredible to see. So
thanks, Josh.
Awesome.
Thank you, Josh.
We're so grateful for you.
Yeah, grateful.
A little relationship there.
Maybe that's the title that I should claim now. That's good. All right, you two. Well, thanks so much for jumping on, and so much more of the journey to go. So that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh.
All right, guys.